So we're going to move on to the December 11th show, the final tournament matches in the World Tag League, in both tag leagues. It'll be over after this night. It's just the finals. This would have been Aussie Open versus General's Jewel, but as a forfeit, Aussie Open has no control if they're going to the final or not tonight. If both LIJ and TMDK win, they do not make the final. If Bishamon and LIJ both win, the final would end up as a three-way with Aussie Open. So that's sorry, I think I had it reversed when I talked about it earlier, but that's pretty much need a bunch of people to lose to get into the finals or have a three-way in that final. But yeah. First match of the evening, Gabriel Kidd, Alice Coughlin from the LA Dojo taking on Lance Archer and Minoru Suzuki. I had a lot of fun with this match. I really did. Dude, Kidd's wearing jeans and a t-shirt coming out to the ring. All he wants is a brawl with these guys, and they give it to him. Like there was a point where Minoru Suzuki smashing Kidd with a chair, not just not a steel chair, just like a regular chair the fans sit on at ringside. He's smashing Kidd at ringside with the ref standing right there, and the ref's letting it go because obviously Kidd wanted to fight and brawl, and he knows Suzuki likes to fight and brawl, so he's letting it go. I go. Like I know my point to the rules, but if both men want to do this shit, and if the rest okay with it at that point, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like if both guys.
What about the child? What about the child that they used as a weapon at one point?
It's a child. Children are not our future.
Liability in Japan, not our circus, not our monkeys.
Children are not our future. But yeah, definitely not mine. I can tell you that. But dude, absolutely phenomenal match. I'm just gonna get to the finish here. Archer hits the knee on the top rope to the mush of Coughlin, while Suzuki has Gabriel Kidd in a rear naked choke. Archer hits the blackout while Suzuki hits the God style pile driver. They hit at the same time. Archer gets the 3 on Coughlin, gets the win. Dude, that when he smashed Coughlin with the knee in the face, I was like, oh. Like, dude, it like when he runs up a rope and smashes a guy who's on the top with a high knee, absolutely impressive from a guy like Lance Archer.
100%. But Coughlin returning the favor, lariating the bandana off of Lance Archer there. And also, we want to just clear up that the child was dressed like Sanada, so technically he was in gear.
There you go. He was in gear. He deserved to
ready to go.
You show up in gear, you better be ready to wrestle.
Exactly. The last thing I wanted to say is that I this was the one I listened to in Japanese commentary instead of English. There was a cackle. I don't know who did it. I'm going to assume it was the poor Mr. Milano who has been victimized by Archer, since it was Archer getting hurt in this moment. But there was a moment when Kidd nailed Archer when he set him up for a suplex with when Coughlin was trying to suplex Archer. Archer wasn't going, and Kidd ended up coming in with that shot that ended up getting Archer over. The cackle that came through the audio of Japanese commentary.
Yeah, I heard that.
Hilarious. Warmed my little heart. But this was just a wrecking show. This was, I don't think this was meant to be a match. This was a straight up brawl. This was a street fight.
Very much so. Oh, very, very much so. But yeah, I absolutely thought it was a great fun match.
Oh yeah, so fun.
Guys. But we move on to the next match. Next match. It's Bebop Tag Team Toru, Yano and Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on the United Empires, Henare and Great Khan. Both these teams are mathematically eliminated. I don't think I'm going to get too far into this one. Khan with those, as I'm calling them, the goat chops. I absolutely love him. When it's that yell he does. It sounds like a goat, and he's doing the chops. So I'm calling him a goat chop, and then he sits on Yano's head. Yano's just like, Yano's just so like he hates it. Like he just hates this. He just wants out so bad. It was just so much fun to watch, man. Dude. In the end, the United Empire. My words don't work for me tonight. I've been up.
It's been a long day for you, sir.
I'm tired. The United Empire hit the double boot to Tana, and they hit the Imperial drop onto Yano, and they get the win. And again, great showing for both these teams in this tournament. Like, and I'm sad for Yano and Tanahashi getting screwed by House of Torture out of having a chance at the finals. But yeah.
Only thing I want to say about this match is Henare got a new haircut, and I really like it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Actually.
Looks really sharp.
Yeah, I had a great time watching this. I'm again doesn't
Fun
lead
match.
into the finals, so
match.
we're gonna give a little quick over on this one. So we're moving on to the semi-main event of the evening. It is Los Ingobernables de Japón, Sanada and Naito taking on the House of Torture, Yujiro and Evil. House of Torture eliminated. If LIJ wins, they're going to the finals no matter what. Yeah, it's a battle of the ex-partners in this one. Evil and Sanada, ex-tag partners. But then also Naito and Yujiro, ex-partners. So
and technically Evil betrayed Naito when he left LIJ.
And then Naito betrayed Yujiro at one point, so maybe it's just come up.
Was it Naito betraying Yujiro? I thought it was Yujiro betraying Naito.
I don't remember. I thought it was.
There's a lot of betrayals. Don't trust anyone in Japan.
I definitely don't trust Naito. That's for sure. But all right. But honestly, this is again one of those ones where it's so much LIJ shit. They do the Abe-san spot.
LIJ shit.
Oh, sorry. House of Torture shit. I apologize. I do apologize. That was a slip. I apologize on that one. Yeah, there was 2 Abe-san spots in this. Come on, leave him alone. Like you don't have to do this. Like I'll admit this. Evil hasn't done an Abe spot in a few matches, so the fact that is my biggest complaint for a long time. He's doing an Abe-san spot in every match or whatever whoever the ring bell person was, because there were some other more random ones in there. He was doing it every match, but I'm glad that he slowed it down a little bit at least. Because man, Abe's can't be taking pumps every single night, man. Like Jesus. But yeah, this was it honestly was a good match for the first half, I would say, and then it kind of breaks down towards the end. There was a great spot where Sanada ended up biting the hand of Yujiro when Yujiro was going for a fisherman buster. I was like, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. But then Sanada gets the skull end on Yujiro. Lights go out. Comes back on, ref's gone. Togo and Evil are there in the ring. Naito's down. Sho comes in with his jacket on, and he was the guy that turned the lights off. And it's just more crap. Naito and Sanada did fight back a good bit. But in the end, Yujiro tries to cane Sanada, but he stops him. The ref then takes it from Sanada, and the ref turns back. Sanada catches a low blow, and then so he gets distracted by Yujiro's low blow attempt, and this is where Evil runs in and low blows Sanada, and hits everything is evil, and then he gets everything is evil on Naito. Yujiro hits big juice onto Sanada, and House of Torture gain another 2 goddamn points. This made me very unhappy. The fact that these guys have gotten 6 points in the back end of this tournament. I was very unhappy with this. But this result officially puts Aussie Open into the finals, because they're already at 14 points. No other team has gained 14 points for us, so whoever wins the next match goes to the finals with Aussie Open. And Aussie Open they came out to ringside when the other members of United Emperor were leaving. They came out, shook their hands, and they went to ringside. Been sitting there through the entire match, and they're very happy at the end of this, because the rest, as the ring announcer was reading it off, they were very happy with this result. So
not like that.
Yeah, very much. What are your thoughts on this farce of? Or the match was good up to a point, and then it just fell apart. Like after the lights out, it just fell apart for me.
Yeah, I will say the one good thing that I saw was Evil getting tied up in the Paradise Lock. You call it the wishbone, I call it the split nuts. Doing the split nuts on Yujiro, I was just like, yeah, put that in your Tokyo pipe and smoke it, sir. The only thing I want to add to this, as I'm doing my Bushi pose here, I've said it before, and I understand the honor or something behind it, but like, how many 4-on-2 battles, beatdowns do we need to see before somebody will remember that they're on somebody else's team and come down and stop this House of Torture shenanigans?
Yeah, my biggest question
needs to
was,
stop.
where was Bushi? Again, where was Bushi? Where was Titan? Where was Shingo? Where was Hiromu?
Mhm.
Like, they had the numbers to outnumber House of Torture.
Mhm.
Where the fuck were they? Like, I've gotten it with a couple other people who like are part of like Hontai and shit like that, or Chaos. I can see Chaos guys not running. I can see Hontai guys not running out. But when it's LIJ, who are essentially a
Faces
brotherhood,
you can see not backing.
yeah, it's because like, okay, but just listen to me here. Like, LIJ is a brotherhood, like more than the other ones are like team. But I've always looked at LIJ in their group as like these, like almost like a brotherhood. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are like
Mhm.
super close. Where like main unit, like Hantai's Hantai, it's there. Maybe Chaos is a little closer, but I feel like I look at any team other than maybe United Empire. This is one of the only other teams I look at the same way as LIJ, as they like are like a true unit. They're a true like brotherhood. They you know what I mean? And that's
Mhm.
what bothered me more than anything. Why these guys didn't come out? Like, look at Aussie Open. They came
Mhm.
out to help unite, to help Henare and Okan when they were getting attacked by House of Torture. That's a brotherhood. That's a team that cares. But
Mhm.
LIJ doesn't. That's what really got me in this one.
Mhm. Yeah, it's all in bold. I literally wrote the whole thing in caps. Why bother being in a brotherhood thing if you don't help your brothers?
Mm-hmm. I agree with that
Why bother?
100%.
What? Don't say it. Don't say it's a family. Don't say it's a brotherhood. You're a faction. You're a group of people who are there for each other's mutual benefit when it is for your own benefit.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
That's all it is.
So that means the United Empire is a better faction than LIJ.
I will not say that now.
But everything
You
you
will
just
not make me
said,
say that when I'm wearing an LIJ shirt, sir.
I'm technically right here.
I'm not going to confirm or deny that. No.
I know in your heart you know I'm right, but we'll move
You
on.
can find if you can navigate my black heart, sir.
I can see it in your eyes, lady.